start a show. Now, some of you people have been with me before. You know it's going to be a tough grind. You're going to dance until your feet fall off. You're not able to stand up any longer. But we're going to have a show.
Can we start by giving a huge round of applause to our incredible Fair School dancers? These are the best and the brightest that we have right now, and so to make sure that the rest of the city, the rest of the state has the opportunity to see their extraordinary talents, that in and of itself was deserving of a press conference. But we have something really exciting to share that goes way beyond that. Obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic was really hard on a whole portion of our economy. The arts got hit particularly hard. And we talked with a number of dance companies, students that had been educated in dance, and people throughout our city that had lost that very important educational practice in Minneapolis. By and large, the Kohl Center had closed. Dance companies were struggling, and students that previously had the opportunity to learn about dance in their schools were shut out. Well, here's the great news. We are bringing dance back. We're making sure that dance is in every one of our Minneapolis public schools. Dance will be in all 47 recreational centers. Dance will be both for K through 5 and 6 through 12. We want to make sure that the next extraordinary talents have the opportunity to learn about dance and art in our schools. And so we are bringing dance directly to them. I think that's deserving of a round of applause, isn't it? Arts are foundational to who we are. And when we have a federal government and the White House that is stepping back and stepping away from some of those most foundational lessons that can be taught in our schools, when we have Minneapolis public schools that are struggling with funding and an inability to fund the important segment that is the arts, we all know that we need to step up. And so, what is important, especially right now, is that we've got the city of Minneapolis, our park board, and Minneapolis public schools working together. While yes, we're going to have to find efficiencies here in the coming years, and yes, there are other levels of government that aren't doing everything that they need to be doing to support these really important local institutions, we have the opportunity to better work together. And bringing dance to every one of our Minneapolis public schools and every one of our recreational centers and our parks does exactly that. This is really important and even personal to me. Both of my parents were professional modern ballet dancers. They danced for the Lubavitch Company in New York City and then the Netherlands Dance Theater in Holland. My mom went to the High School of Dance and Performing Arts in New York City, and so to come here to the Fair School where they have a focus in their curriculum on performing arts and dance is something that's very special. To make sure that we're supporting these extraordinary creative talents that are right behind me that you got to see perform is really important and special. And it's even more important and special to actually put our money and our time and our efforts where our mouths are. And what we're talking about here is, again, bringing dance to every one of our schools. This is a big deal. We're so proud to be here with all of you. I want to thank our Arts and Cultural Affairs Department and their whole team for helping to set this up. This is a $350,000 investment here that we're making. And I want to thank Lisa Sales Adams, our superintendent of the schools. I want to thank Al Bangora, the superintendent of the parks. And I want to thank everybody that's here along with us to celebrate this great milestone. This is a really big deal, and we're really excited. And so with that, I get to turn it over to Councilmember Katie Cashman. We're in her ward in the 7th. Councilmember, come on up.
Thank you, Mayor Fry. Good morning, everyone. My name is Katie Cashman. I'm really proud to represent the 7th Ward on the Minneapolis City Council, and I do think of the 7th Ward as the creative hub of this city. Given that we are here in the theater district today, it's really important that our students have the opportunity to learn about the arts and practice the arts in school and have that direct connection to the best stages in our state just down the street here in the theater district. So I was also a young dancer myself, and I can testify to the fact that dance education really instills a lot of musicality, rhythm, camaraderie with your students, but also confidence. It's something that's very important, and it lasts and carries with you for the rest of your life. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity for the City Council to be able to invest in arts funding this past year through programs like the Vibrant Storefronts program and now this bridge funding for dance, and partnering with our schools and our park board to deliver dance education to all the students and young people in the city is really an honor, and it's something that I believe we should be doing more of. So thank you for the opportunity today, and I'm here to introduce Councilmember Lene Palmisano.
Good morning. I'm 13th Ward City Council Member Lene Palmisano. I've been a musician and athlete my entire life, but others would say I have 0 dance skills and 2 left feet. But I don't think you need traditionally defined dance skills to benefit from dance. It's about movement and personal expression and physical health and exercise and mental well-being. You know, studies show that dance can help impact academic success and overall development. I don't know anyone of any age that wouldn't benefit from that. So this bridge funding for dance is such a good news story. It's not often that we get to put together something that benefits every single part of our city for arts and culture. Every single part of our city. So I had a chance to support this at committee last week. I look forward to passing it through the full council this week. That's going to mean our children in all our public schools and Minneapolis rec centers across the city will have this kind of programming available to them. My boys are looking forward to it. I can't say they likely have any more dance skills than I do, but I know that they and their classmates are going to benefit from this immensely. So now I will introduce Minneapolis Public School Superintendent, Dr. Lisa Sales Adams.
Thank you and good morning. I am so excited to be here, but I also want to take an opportunity to thank Mayor Fry and our principal, Principal Mary Pat Cummings, who is an amazing leader. But let's give our students another round of applause again. Students, we are here because of you, but we should not take this opportunity to miss out on thanking their teacher, Miss Latia Childress. Where's Miss Childress at? Thank you for your leadership. Okay, so it's already been stated that dance is something that is really good for our students and is healthy. We all had an opportunity to see the love and the joy that our students shared through their expression, and dance is important. But as the mayor also talked about, funding for public schools is a challenge right now, and it's certainly a challenge for Minneapolis public schools. So we are grateful and honored that all children across our district and through the Park and Recreations Board will have access to dance, so students can feel the joy and the expression of movement. I'd also like to let you all know that dance has been known also to improve attendance. So we want to make sure that our students have something healthy and wonderful to come to school to. And we cannot imagine a world without dance. I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. And I'd like to pass it off to Ben Johnson, the Arts and Cultural Affairs Director for the City of Minneapolis. Ben.
Good morning, everybody. Ben Johnson, Arts and Cultural Affairs Director. And just to reiterate what Mayor Fry said, how important it is to have a program that affects every part of the city is a huge, huge development for us in the Arts and Cultural Affairs Department. I'm really proud of it. And as you know, supporting arts and culture, as he also said, is really foundational to the value historically for the kind of city that we want to live in. Supporting this kind of program, it really speaks to that value. And not only are we the creative engine for the state, but everyone should know that Minneapolis is one of the most important centers for dance in America. We sit alongside of New York, San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, and we have thousands of artists and tens of thousands of audiences. In many ways, what this program represents is the direct investment in our creative future as a city, and it makes me really, really happy that we're doing it. This kind of program also helps children achieve their full creative capacity. It creates a pathway for each person to learn their sense of identity, connect with members of their community, and give confidence. I also want to thank my staff, and especially Addie Gonzalez, who is the person who sort of chaperoned this whole process through the council process. And there are several members of the dance community who are here today, and without their advocacy, this particular program would not have seen the light of day. And with that, I would like to introduce Dr. Nicole Hernandez, Minneapolis Public Parks and Recs Board Director of Recreation Centers and Programs.
All right, all right.
Good morning. My name is Nicole Hernandez, and I'm the Director of Recreation Centers and Youth Programs for Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board. We are excited to partner with the City of Minneapolis to implement a transformative program in Minneapolis parks. Last year, over 37,000 Minneapolis youth engaged in recreation center programming, showcasing a keen interest in diverse activities, including STEM, sports, both on-the-field sports and esports, nature play, and dance. This funding will allow Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board to expand dance offerings citywide. Dance classes are currently available at 19 recreation centers. This funding will allow us to extend dance programming to all 47 recreation centers and integrate these offerings into our park board initiatives, such as Rec Plus, which is our before and after school program, neighborhood day camps, and preschool programs. We hope in partnership with Young Dance, we're able to introduce a wide range of dance styles, including Afro-Latin, Afro-Modern, all abilities dancing, ballet, breaking, creative movement, dance together, hip-hop, improv, jazz, crump, and modern dance, which none of those I'm very good at, and so much more customized dancing opportunities depending on community interests. Additionally, the full rollout will provide access to quality youth dance instruction for all ages across Minneapolis, addressing the gap in arts and culture programming following the closure of the Kohl Center. We are extremely excited about collaborating with Minneapolis Public Schools to provide consistent, quality instruction throughout the city, available to all regardless of financial ability. Finally, a heartfelt thank you to Mayor Fry, Minneapolis City Council members, and city's arts and cultural affairs staff for their support in establishing the Bridge Fund for Dance. This initiative is poised to notably enrich the youth of Minneapolis and enhance our community's vibrancy and well-being. I also want to give a special shout out to Dylan Clements, who's our program lead from Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board, who was very instrumental in bringing this to the Park Board. Thank you. And I also would like to introduce Lori Ledoux with Minneapolis Public Schools.
All right.
Hello, my name is Lori Ledoux, and I am the K-12 Arts Content Lead for Minneapolis Public Schools, and I need you all to know I would not be here if it weren't for Young Dance and Artistic Director Anat Shinar. Her dedication and knowledge of Parks and Rec and the importance of how every student, child should have access in any capacity is like beyond words, and I am forever thankful that we have this partnership and that for us it's a full circle moment of we went to college together and then fast forward just a few years and here we are. Thank you, Minneapolis leaders, for believing in the arts and believing in dance and taking a risk to invest in all Minneapolis students. I cannot think of another city arts organization that is committed to that level. And thank you to Fair School for Arts, staff, leaders, Latia, dancers. This is a place for artists and creatives to be seen and heard and to dream. We are so fortunate to have this for Minneapolis, so thank you. A little bit about me. I started in 2009 as a part-time elementary dance specialist. I didn't quite know what I was doing, as every amazing first-year teacher. But because of dance organizations across the cities and the Kohls, I was able to grow as a dance teacher, and my students were able to have access to teaching artists who had backgrounds like them, looked like them, in order to increase like my own capacity and to increase their engagement. I even have a former student back there who benefited from the Cole Center when she was just in 4th grade with Carlin Awaje, and I will forever remember that. In 2023, under the leadership of Jesse Fett, we sat down to brainstorm what a new partnership could look like between the Cole Center for Dance and for Minneapolis Public Schools. We knew we wanted to offer a K-12 dance residency program. We wanted to take an existing program created in 2015 called First Moves, which integrated dance and a teaching artist into every first grade physical education classroom, and we wanted to expand their program, Dance Without Barriers. We wanted to merge and increase access. As we all know, spring of '24 happened, and there was a slight shift. And Jesse, Anat, and I came together, and we reimagined what we currently have in place. As a result, 52 5-day residencies have impacted over 2,000 students across 18 sites, and we will host our very first Minneapolis Public School High School Dance Day at the Hennepin Center for the Arts, which is huge. I also want to share one more full circle moment, is working with Young Dance, which was founded in 1987, was a collaboration between an elementary site in Minneapolis and North High School under the direction of Maria Garnay and Colleen Callahan Russell, both huge dance educators in the history of Minneapolis Public School. I'm super excited and looking forward to the positive impact that this collaboration within the local dance community, Young Dance Parks and Recs, will have on all of our students. Lastly, thank you to the local dance community. I would not be here without you. I would not feel the support. We would not be here without the advocacy that you have put forward. Thank you, Mayor Fry and Ben Johnson, for making our vision come true. Thank you, Minneapolis leaders, staff, for supporting and believing in this undertaking. That is huge. It says a lot about what we value and believe. And thank you, Young Dance, Anat and Gretchen Pick, Executive Director, for leading in creative, inclusive communities where everybody has the opportunity to creatively express themselves through dance, regardless of ability or disability. This wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I turn this back over to Mayor Fry.
So again, just to repeat, the takeaways are, 1, we now have dance in our Minneapolis public schools, and we will have dance in our park and recreation centers. 2, you got a bunch of local governments that are all working together. And so regardless of the chaos that is happening around the world right now, in Minneapolis, you have a whole bunch of champions that are making sure that people are taken care of and that people can express themselves in the way of dance and arts. That is of such critical importance right now. And then finally, we've got some really talented people in Minneapolis, and we get to showcase them in a beautiful way. I'm happy to open it to any questions that you might have. I can repeat the question. So the question was, we know that the federal government has pulled back in a number of forms. Do we know how much money they've pulled back in the form of arts funding? Well, when you pull back funding, you're impacting everything. That's just the reality. And rather than have arts be the first thing that's on the chopping block, we wanted to work together to figure out how we could not just keep arts, but further arts in our Minneapolis public schools and in our recreation centers. So that's the whole idea here. Again, you've got some that are pulling back. In Minneapolis, we're pushing forward as much as we can.
You called it $350,000 investment?
That's correct.
What does that cover?
So the $350,000 investment covers dance classes, in K through 5 in Minneapolis Public Schools. It covers funding for dance classes in our recreation centers. That's 47 of them around the city. And we also have a form of residency for dance companies in 6 through 12.
Do you have a count of how many schools currently have dance programming? How many will be able to add it with this new investment?
I don't offhand. Our expert over here can probably answer the question, though.
So currently, we have 9 K-12 sites with existing dance programs, elementary and high school. And so what this will provide is more in-depth residencies for students, and it'll include job-embedded PD. So when you get to co-teach with the teaching artist, everyone is benefiting. You get to learn alongside your student. So it's a unique opportunity for how professional development can look within the arts. Yep.
Would any of the students care to express how excited they are?
Anybody? All right. Yeah. Right. You want to do it at the microphone and give it a rundown? You got this. It's all you. The question was, would you care to express how excited you are?
About the investment or dance in general?
Both.
Since this is my last year here, so I won't really see what happens afterwards, but I'm really excited for the people that come after me for this investment, to hope that they'll get a really good dance experience and be able to continue how much they love dance and their creative expression. And dance is a really underfunded program, so I'm really happy about this investment, and I hope it continues to be allocated correctly and that it just plainly continues. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, I love dance a lot. I've been dancing since middle school. I didn't start technique training until like my sophomore year, but I've been dancing since middle school, step, cheer, and a bunch of other things like that. And I just love dance. It's a really great form of creative expression, mental health, and just purely fun, athletic. It's just great.
That's right.
Oh, I'm Amina Foster. I'm a senior at FAIR. Oh, Amina. It's Arabic. It means princess in honesty. Foster. Thank you.
You did great. Anybody else? Yeah, come on up. You got this. Rock this.
I'm Ava Weiss. Dance has not always been a big part of my life. It's always been theater, but I went to Follow Performing Arts School, and without the performing arts training that I had there, I would be a lot less happy of a person. It made my day. It made me get up and feel happy and get excited for the day, and I had so many great teachers there, and I hope that many more people can find happiness through the performing arts.
Well said. Beautiful. Well said. Well said. There we go. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Let's do a quick picture, everybody.